Okay, I get this question often. How much does digital marketing actually cost for contractors and home service pros? And what I want to walk you through here is basically the real numbers, what that might look like. No fluff, no sales pitch, just what you need to know before you spend any money. So just some research here, 81% of customers research your business online before calling. So that means they're doing their homework, they're doing their due diligence. And 80% of contractor calls go unanswered. So you think about it, contractors are busy. They're on the job. They're doing what they do best. And sometimes, and a lot of the times, those calls go unanswered. So let me just kind of click on this. So what contractors actually pay. So you can do it yourself, kind of the bare minimum, spend a few $100 a month and do Google Business Profile Optimization. So get inside of your profile, start adding photos, start adding posts, start adding more categories, and take the ask for a review link, copy it, and email it to your customer database, or create a QR code with that link. Put the QR code on the back of your phone whenever you're at a job and the job is finished and they're happy. Ask them for a Google review right there. Starter packages, typically for everything that I see out there, you're between $500 and $1,500 a month. And that's basically basic SEO, simple website, maybe some social media. The sweet spot that I found in the last 10 years of doing this for contractors is between 15 and $3,000. That's for SEO, so search engine optimization, AEO, answer engine optimization, and GEO for your website. And that would be like Google Ads, website reviews, and a follow-up system. That is kind of the sweet spot. Full service, aggressive growth, that would be, 3 to 15 grand. Like you can just scale it from there. Where the money goes. So if you're looking at cost per service, so web time, one-time build, 25 to 10 grand if you want it done right, because it's one thing to build a pretty website, but if you don't build it optimized for SEO, speeds for mobile, then you just built yourself a pretty brochure that never sees the light of day. Local SEO, depending on what you want to do, backlinking, citations, all of those things cost money. Content building costs money. So that's, and pick a number in there. Google PPC, depending on what industry you're in and what leads sell for and that cost, then that will depend on your budget. But typically, I would think 15 to $2,000 is the sweet spot if you're in the home services space. Social media, that's a little bit less money. I think you can get that done fairly inexpensively. Should be between $500 and $2,000. Review management, this is an easier one. You can get this on an automation in a CRM. And anytime you cut an invoice electronically, you send a Google review request, and over time and consistently you build Google reviews. And that is very powerful. AI answering CRM, $200 to $500 to $1,000 a month, depending on your specific use. So these are kind of some costs by services that you'll find in the marketplace. What does a lead actually cost? So we go back to that with, let's say, a Google Ads. You might pay a bit higher for the lead, but it is a vetted lead almost. People are searching for your product and service, and therefore the lead is going to be a much better quality lead. And depending on the services where you're at, this is what you might see. General contracting, handyman, painting, Google Ads, $66 for a click that we hope turns into a lead. Plumbing, electrical, $150, roofing, bigger jobs, $300 plus. So if a roofing job is worth $8,000 and you're paying $150, that's a 53 times return on your investment. So don't look at things like it's a cost. Look at it more like it's an investment. What cheap marketing really costs you. So when you look at that $99 a month website, it's a template, no SEO. You probably don't own it. You don't get any leads. You pay $1,200 a year for a digital business card nobody sees. Though we guarantee page one agency, nobody can guarantee that. It's a shit show. Can't be guaranteed. Paying for clicks with no follow-up system. So you're spending money on ads, you get the lead flow, but then you don't have a system to follow them up or build know me, like me, trust me. And no marketing at all. Yeah, your competitors are marketing every lead you don't catch, they do. So that's not a great way either. What to look for? Listen, before you hire anybody, the red flags are contracts. I don't believe in them. I think an agency should be held accountable every single month for what they provide. 2, don't let them own your website. You own and control your website. Reports show clicks, not leads. So reports can be manipulated. So be careful when you're looking at reports. Guaranteed rankings, run, because it's not possible. Full payment up front, we usually do a 50-50. That's reasonable. And no contractor experience. So let's say it's just a marketing or a communications company that might just talk about fluff and not provide ROI. Red flag. Green flags, month to month. We earn your business monthly, or they earn your business monthly. You own everything. They build, we build. Reports show leads, calls, and above all else, booked jobs. Honesty about timelines, setup fee and monthly retainers, and specializes in trades and contractors. Again, do they specialize in what they're selling you? What it's costing you not to market. I used to have a number that rotates here every second, but I took it down for now. But 5 to 10 leads per month you're missing without a system. In lost revenue per year, it could be very substantial. I'm throwing 50K here, depends on what a lead value is worth to you, but it could be pretty high. So think of marketing, don't think of marketing as an expense. It's an investment. $2,000 a month in marketing. If it brings you 10 leads at $200 each, closed jobs, $5,000, $15,000 to $15,000 of money in for a $2,000 investment. That's a good deal, right? So what we do is think of it like an ATM machine. You walk up, you put 20 bucks in, and you want to get 100 bucks back out. That's what we try to provide for ROI for our clients. Which brings me to, if you're not sure where you're losing your leads, let me do a free AI lead audit on your business. That's what I would love to do, to show you some value in advance and let you decide if we're your contractor marketing team that can help you get to that next level. My name is Paul Myers with pmconsulting.ca. You'll see my link right here, pmconsulting.ca. Just hit that website. On there, you'll see a form for a lead audit. Contact me and let's have a quick 15-minute call or Zoom, and I'll show you what we could potentially do for your business. Okay, thank you.